We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Kobe White.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Vucevic, then it's White, and it's Jones in at the point. And for the Jazz, they've got Lowry Markkanen. Williams is out there with Collier. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Potter in at the 4. Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
And Chicago has possession, following the bucket by the Jazz. Kessler against Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Stolen away. Markkanen looking it over. Kessler passes to Williams. White with the defensive effort. Markkanen with the block.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the team. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, 16 points for him. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Greg, for Buzelis, basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
The first free throw is good.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
It's intercepted. Williams against White. Puts up a 3. Williams can't get it to go.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Huerter passes to Vucevic. Jones, no one around him. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Huerter.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Buzelis. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. No good off the front iron.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Jazz passing it around. Potter the pass to Kessler. Takes it out to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Another miss by Utah. The Bulls with the lead. Down low, Vucevic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for him.
High post, Kessler. To end the cold streak, and it's in there. Kessler's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the shot goes in.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Pass to Potter. Here's Collier. Kessler setting the pick for Williams, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Herder. Hasn't made one yet. Just 4 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
The numbers now for Nikola Vucevic. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging 9 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Pass to Potter. Outside, Markkanen. Launches a 3, and Utah another 3.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Kessler, and again, Chicago. No good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Jazz, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Vucevic. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Vucevic has got 6 points.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Another miss by Utah. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And it's White missing. The Jazz shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Collier. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota. Three-pointer, Markkanen does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Buzelis sets a screen for Jones. The shot misses. Outside Markkanen. A three-pointer is right on target. Markkanen's got his 2nd basket.
And the shooting mechanics that Markkanen has are just phenomenal. His form, the release point, everything, it looks good every time it leaves his hands.
And Herder gets it to go. And Will Hardy is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Ends up going with the new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Phillips, he's checked in for Kevin Herder. And Terry subbed in for Kobe White. Juzang, good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Clarkson. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Now George. Still scoreless. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. He's guarded by Collins. Shot's good by Filipowski. Bulls trail by 4. Jones the pass to Terry. Now Collins. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. Utah with the rebound. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring points.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Here's Sensabaugh. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. George looking over the floor. Tries the spin move. Juzang can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now, here's Collins. Nothing on the board. Here's Jones. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. RJ, you say this all the time. For a young player like Patrick Williams, reps are so important.
He's had a tough start to his career. 2 injuries in his first 4 years that ended his season. Every young player needs to get a rhythm. They need minutes, and they need to be healthy.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Terry. He gets it in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sensabaugh. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Filipowski's got 5 now.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Williams, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Williams. Utah leading. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. George up top, defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. Pass to Juzang. No good with the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Jones the pass to Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Filipowski.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Juzang. Nice ball movement by Utah. Floats one. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
From 11 feet away, shot is good off the back rim and in. Jones has got his second basket of the night. Here's Juzang. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
This game has been all about tenacity for them, getting right in the defense's business and winning trip after trip to the line.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
They've got Walker Kessler. Collier out there with Williams. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. And it's Potter in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Herder. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's defended by Herder. They set the pick. Here's Collier. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 3. Pass to White. In the corner. Herder with it. There's a screen by Williams. Herder, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pulls it up. Good on the jump shot. Markkanen's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Jazz.
A big boost to their chemistry when Markkanen is operating the pick and roll that well. Teams need their bigs to master that set.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Markkanen. It's stolen by White. One-on-one here. Here's Herder. And Vucevic kicks to Williams. Outside, White. Clock at 6. Now here's Herder. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Vucevic against Kessler. The kick out to Williams. Markkanen in the corner. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
And it's Vucevic missing. Jazz trail by 4. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Knocked loose, taken away by Williams. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. And that one falls for Williams. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Kessler against White from down low. And Kessler with a nice bucket inside. Kessler's got 6 points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Vucevic. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
Here's Collier after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And it's Collier missing. Herter with it, now defended by Markkanen. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You love to see that from Herter. If teams are going to guard against his three-point ability, you have to make them pay and just blow by them.
Phillips, he's checked in for Williams. And that one misses.
You have to appreciate Kevin Herter's mindset on the floor. He's always ready to put up a shot or help his team wherever he can.
Here's Potter. Pass to Collier. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Second team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. And he finally knocks one down.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's Vucevic. 8 points for him. Markkanen down low. Vucevic defending.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Attention, everybody. Here comes your Utah Jazz Light Squad. Let's hear some noise for it. Get wrong, man. On the court is your Light Squad. That's right, man. Here's some t-shirts headed your way.
He's checked in for the Jazz. And the Bulls making a change also. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Markkanen against Herter. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Markkanen, good.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And here's Herter. Back to White. Let's go. Misses the jumper.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Markkanen from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
A great Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now here's Herter. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Beyond the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Phillips gets it to go.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Potter. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Such a reliable scorer. Herder is good for double digits most night, and he has been huge in this one.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Free throw good. Herder. Jazz trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's a screen. Juzang. No good on the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit. And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
There's a screen by Collins. Buzelis, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Buzelis has got 7 points. Pass to Sensabaugh. Three-pointer. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes it from 10. Out to White. Collins, a screen on George. And it's White missing. Jazz trail by 5. Back to Clarkson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Clarkson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Pass to Herder. Now here's Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. And the Bulls lead by 5. Outside, George. There's the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herder.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Juzang. George with the screen on Herder. There's the call on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
.124 left in the first half of basketball. From deep, George drains it from beyond the arc. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Collins. Right side, Williams. Here's Phillips, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
3 points.
Phillips has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Juzang. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And Utah making a change here. Kessler's checked in.
Walker Kessler.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. Here's Juzang. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's White. Kicks it out to Terry. Williams sends a screen for Terry. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Juzang. Outside, George connects from 3-point range. George has got a pair of triples in the second half for the Jazz. It's been all about Kevin Huerter for Chicago. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Billy Donovan. Overall, strong first half. What did you like about your team?
Well, I thought we got good offensive possessions. We took care of the ball. We scored in the paint. We made some shots. And then I think our defense allowed us to get out on the break some.
We'll see if that continues as the game progresses, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out, but crazier things have happened.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did.
So thank you, Ernie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jazz trail by 4. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Huerter in at the small forward. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Bounce pass from Williams. Kessler, a screen on Jones. And it's Collier missing.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Buzelis misses the 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game.
And once Markkanen flips the switch, it's fun to watch. Love seeing him be that aggressive.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Buries it from three-point range. White's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Markkanen with it. He's got 16. Kessler finds Markkanen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Williams. Tries a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Now here's Jones. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And good that time. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Look who it is, Jazz fans. Time for your Utah Jazz Jets.
look here at some of the numbers for Herter. How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, there's no doubt he has been inconsistent, which is unusual for him. But when he turns it back around, boy, you better watch out.
Here's Collier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And he plays with such a great rhythm, marketing the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Now here's Herter. 15 points in the game. And it's Vucevic missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. White the pass to Jones. Herter with it. Outside White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
The first one falls.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And Utah making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. And both free throws good for White. Jazz trail by 4. Outside, Markkanen. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And Jones pulls it down. Chicago leading by 4. Outside, White. Pass to Buzelis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 9.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Another miss by Utah. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic hits double team. Here's Herter. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. He's got 17.
And Herter knows he has the green light to take these shots, which is why he fires away.
Fade away. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Vucevic, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
It's stolen. Here's Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the player.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Pass to Herter. Vucevic setting the pick for Herter. Here's Horton Tucker. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now Kessler. Pass to Filipowski. Shot to stop the run. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Good on the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Filipowski. 5 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And Terry subbed in for Kevin Herter. That's good from Filipowski. Chicago leading by 9. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Collins. A fader. Utah with the rebound. Outside, George. Here's Juzang. The shot's good on the assist by George. Juzang's got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Good. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
George passes to Kessler. Pass to Filipowski. Lock at 6. Kessler screen on Terry. And that one drops. Juzang's got 5 points in the quarter. And there's Terry. Outside Williams. The tray. Rebound Utah. Kessler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Back to George. Over Jones. A second chance effort. Shot's good by Filipowski. Now just a 4-point Bulls lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses. They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Jones drives in, banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Kessler screen on Jones. The 3 from George. Good on the 3-point shot.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Collins setting the big for Jones. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jones has got 14 points for the game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Down low. Kessler passes to Juzang. And it's off from 3-point range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Terry with a screen on Kessler. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Williams, he's checked in for Utah. And Chicago also making a switch. Phillips has checked in. Here's Juzang, 11 points in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Terry. Outside Williams. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Sensabaugh, no good. Chicago leading by 5. Jones for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Jones has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Chicago. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3 from George. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside, Jones. Here's Collins, up and in from the low block. And now a 10-point Bulls lead. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basketball.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Jordan Clarkson. George is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Pass to George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Vucevic. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Filipowski taking 2 shots.
That's good from Filipowski. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 10-point lead. Here's Vucevic. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Nobody near Williams. From outside, off the mark.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Light covering, just 5 on the clock. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Jazz trail by 7. Now, here's Clarkson. Inside.
Chicago foul. Nikola Vucevic. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Filipowski.
That's good from Filipowski. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Vucevic gets double teamed, stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. Power down after the assist, let him into the lane.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
They grab their own miss. And here's Herter outside. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Always finding a way to get the ball in the hoop. Herter can spot up all over the place.
Pass to George. Here's the screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And with his combination of power and skill, Vucevic is a magnet for and
First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for one.
Consistently productive, Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Markkanen following the three-point basket by Chicago. Clarkson on the wing. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And then they continue to control the glass.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Kevin Herter. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Here's Collier. Clarkson outside. Pass to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler setting the pick for George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Utah. Out left to the wing. Kessler against Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Over Kessler. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Now Kessler. Step back shot and off the front iron and in it goes. 6 points for Jordan Clarkson.
And this is what Clarkson is out here to do. He's consistent about looking to score from the mid-range.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. And it's Kessler, top of the key. Outside, George. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Jones. Swiped it away. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. From 11 feet away, Kessler, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Outside, Jones. And the layup is good. Jones has got 19 points.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
George passes to Kessler. Shoots over Vucevic. Another miss by Utah.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Herter. Kessler with the rebound. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. George with the screen on Jones. Three-pointer. And it's Collier missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's sent back by George. Clarkson against White. From outside the arc. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And White kicks to Jones. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. Offline with his 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
George sets a screen for Clarkson. To the wing on the left. Kessler passes to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson, nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Clever on-ball decision by Clarkson, using the pick to get himself free for that one.
Here's Vucevic. Back to Jones. Shoots over Collier. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kessler passes to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Jones. Collier, that's good.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Vucevic. White looking around. Shoots over Clarkson. Utah with the rebound. George dishes to Clarkson. Good, nice job down low. Now it's just a 3-point Bulls lead.
And how about the confidence of Clarkson? This man believes in his abilities. And boy, this team sure believes in him.
Now here's Vucevic. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kessler passes to Collier. Jones against Kessler. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And the Jazz with some changes. Potter's checked in, and it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside, White. Down low, Vucevic. It's good. 21 points for Vucevic.
He's been in the league long enough that late game moments do not scare Nikola Vucevic.
Here's Kessler. Pass to Potter. The Jazz working the ball around now.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Markkanen against Herter. Kessler with it. Outside Williams. Shoots a 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, George. 59 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The 15-footer. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Vucevic down low. Working on Kessler. And it's Vucevic missing. The 3 from George. Rosales grabs the board. It's White on the wing. Pass to Jones. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
shooting one.
Another big point onto the lead. Great and-one play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Utah calls timeout. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
The fadeaway. Potter misses. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Chicago was Zealous. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Here's Kessler. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so...
I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard, rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are going to come some nights, sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now we present our player of the game.